Good evening, everyone. Tonight I want to talk about being organized. Being organized isn't easy for everyone, especially in a speech. Being organized while you're speaking and validating your main points is important for the audience, and that way they remember more of what you're saying and the important parts of what you're saying, your main points. What is the best way to organize your main points? It's to follow an organizational pattern. The book has a number of organizational patterns to follow. I want to give a couple examples of those and give you a few hints of what's important and how to perform well in speaking and organizing your main points. First, after your topic has been chosen, decide what you want the audience to retain. The audience will not remember everything, so decide what your main points are. Why even give a speech if you're not going to Why even give a speech if you don't have a main point? Make your main points clear and precise to send a strong message to the audience. Second, follow an organizational pattern. Outline your material. A few of these examples that the text gives are topical pattern, temporal, problem solution, cause effect, comparison, contrast, pro and con, claim proof, multiple definition, the who, what, where, why, and when, fiction, fact, and structure and function. All these will help you in different ways. I'm just going to give a few examples of what I like to use. Whatever pattern you choose, it should help your speech flow. The temporal pattern is useful when organizing your main points chronologically in major parts. This lists your main points according to when they happen throughout time, whether it's from past to present or vice versa. The pro and con pattern is self-explanatory, pretty easy one, as well as the claim and proof. The topical pattern stresses different topics in the speech with equal importance. A good time to use this pattern is when you have to list rules and regulations, or our text states the example of important cities in the world. It stresses it gives the same amount of stress on each topic. So that's a good pattern to use if you have a lot of different topics and you want them to remember different ones like that. The final organizational pattern I want to give a brief example of is problem solution. This pattern is useful in persuasive speeches when describing a problem and giving a solution. The way to use this pattern is to give your thesis as a problem and then ask your audience a strategic question to suggest your main points. A part of being organized is having credible sources. This validates your ideas and gives the audience reason to believe that you've done your research and you know what you're talking about. My final point is make sure the audience knows what each of your main points are. The easiest way to do this is by using visual aids. Visual aids help you keep your thoughts focused. It gives the audience a better understanding of what you're talking about, and it locks a concrete visual piece of information in their head, and it helps them retain it. Having them labeled on a screen gives no confusion of the points you want your audience to remember. A speaker can use the support of a visual aid by telling the audience his or her main points. The technology that is available today makes it easy for speakers to use this kind of visual aid. If the aids are organized properly, the speaker is almost like a narrator. In conclusion, people that are successful are organized. Successful speeches are organized as well. What is the best way to organize your main points? It is choosing what you want your audience to retain after the speech is done. Follow an organizational pattern or outline to present your main points. Use visual aids that organize your main points for you. This, like I said before, helps you just lock your message into the people of your audience, and it solidifies your main points as what the message that you really want to get across. Um, Thank you. Have a good night.